The first of four dirty tricks that narcissists are known to use against their victims is what we call entrapment. This is easy to understand, but it's not always easy to detect. Now, imagine that you were trying to catch a mouse. So you set out a mouse trap. Now, you got to have bait, right, to get the mouse to come to the mouse trap. So you put a little bit of cheese or maybe peanut butter, whatever, in the mouse trap, and the mouse comes along and he says to himself, or if it's a girl mouse, she'll say to herself, "How nice. The owner of the house has given me some peanut butter. Think I will." And the very last thing the mouse says, "Think I'll have a bite." Now, that is very similar to how a narcissist thinks, not like a mouse, but as the person who is entrapping someone else. You are the mouse. In fact, that is a good metaphor for the relationship of normal people who are being victimized by narcissists. It's a mouse and cat game, or cat and mouse game, where the narcissist sees himself or herself as the cat, and you, the victim, just somebody to play with until they take all the supply out of you they can. And when you're just totally wasted, then they go on to new supply. So they're setting a trap for you. They want to lure you in. I refer to this as grooming. Most people call it love bombing or something similar to that. So what they want to do, though, is convince you that they're a good guy. This is a genuine love interest. This is all fake, but that's the bait that they're setting in the trap for you. They want you to think that they got you back, that you can trust them, that you can rely on them, that you have their absolute confidence. And that, by the way, is a very dangerous trap, because here's what happens. The narcissist wins your confidence. You think this is somebody I can trust imminently, and then you begin to share things about your life that should not be known publicly, or you may share your opinion about others, some other person, a mutual friend. And your opinion may not be critical, but it's not necessarily flattering. It's just an opinion. But the narcissist will later take that information, because his or her brain is kind of like a data bank. They just store this stuff. They remember it to use it later. Then, when they're done playing with you, they will go to this person that you talked about. And again, it may not have been critical or demeaning, but when the narcissist presents it, that's the way it sounds to this other person. That, by the way, is called triangulation. So the narcissist takes that, goes to the other person, and now that person hates you because, well, where else would the narcissist get that information? Had to get it from you, right? So you must have been criticizing this person. At least that's what they think. And so now that person becomes the narcissist friend and confident. Yeah, he or she fell into the trap themselves. And you become that third person's enemy. They hate you for talking behind their back. So what happens is, this is the trap. The narcissist has isolated you from your friends, because they do this multiple times. They have isolated you from your friends, and when it comes time to discard you, who are you going to go to? Well, you can't go to your friends, because your narcissist has convinced all your friends that you are a bad person. Number two, this is something else that the narcissist will use against you, and that is what we call just shame. It's a very dirty trick that they love to use. They do this by making you feel flawed. There is something about you that is just not up to the standards that should be expected of other people. Now, I know one narcissist, and he has this bizarre, I say it's bizarre, it's probably more common than I realize, but he has this bizarre practice of accusing most everyone of being arrogant. Well, he wants you to believe that you are arrogant. That's gaslighting, flat out gaslighting. He wants you to feel bad about being so arrogant, and so he tries to convince others, yourself included, that you're arrogant. And if he doesn't convince you, he's convincing someone else that you are arrogant. So what he is doing is he is creating within you a feeling of inferiority to the narcissist. Because if the narcissist is so all-wise and all-knowing that they can find this flaw in you, well, they're obviously superior, right? That is one of the ways they do it. That's one of the dirty tricks you're going to find they use on you. Number 3 is they will diminish you. And this is kind of similar to number 2, but in this case, the narcissist wants to make you feel shorter, and he is taller. He or she wants you to feel weaker. He or she is stronger. Now, not necessarily physically, but this is kind of a metaphor. They want to present themselves as more competent than you. They're tall in competence, you're short in competence. They want to make you think they are more intelligent than you. They are stronger in intelligence, you are weaker in intelligence. They want to present themselves and convince you that they are individuals of great character, whereas you, not so much. So they are tall, they are strong, you are short, you are weak relative to them. They are diminishing you. They want you to feel like you are not equipped, that you are not up to the job, that you don't rather maybe have the education that they have, even though they may not have any education. They think their life experiences are far better than any college degree that anybody could offer anywhere. And sometimes that's true, but with a narcissist, probably not. They're just blowhards. So what they are doing, the trick they are using against you, the dirty trick that they are using against you is making you feel lesser than they are. Now keep in mind, while they're doing this to you, they are simultaneously doing this about you. They are not just putting you down face to face, but they are putting you down behind your back to other people, making sure that when others encounter you, they see you as a lesser person. That's a dirty trick. It's called diminishing. Number 4 is what I call mentorization. This is where a narcissist will insult you, but they don't do it outright. Sometimes they do, but often they will do it as advice. Let me tell you something, young man. Why, when I was a kid, and on it goes. So we get that sometimes from parents who are narcissists. When I was a young man, I would often seek mentoring from older men. And sometimes you'd get it. More often than not, they didn't know what to tell you. All they could come up with is, well, I'm older than you, therefore I'm smarter than you, so you're an idiot. And they wouldn't say it in those words, but that was the impression they were giving. Why would they do that? I mean, life experience is an important thing, right? I'm nearly 70 years old, and right this moment, I'm giving life experience. I've experienced a lot of things, been there, done that, seen a lot of things, and I like to pass on that experience to you and to others. But with a narcissist, that's not the way it works. What they do is they will simply posture themselves or position themselves to be better than you. They're not trying to help you, they're trying to elevate themselves. They're not trying to mentor you, rather they are trying to torment you. It's not a matter of mentor, it's a matter of tormentor. That is one of the dirty tricks that they play on you, and they play it very well. But at the end of the day, what they want to do is they want to inflate, their ego. They want to appear taller than you, not physically, but metaphorically. They want to appear taller than you, stronger than you in every way. Not just you, but everyone. They see themselves as rightfully so entitled to be considered a supreme or superior being relative to every other human being. They see it. They don't understand why everyone else sees it. That's narcissism. They're looking at their reflection in a mirror, and what they see is a superhuman. They expect everyone else to see that superhumanness in them as well. If you are enjoying this conversation, you want to keep on talking, all you got to do, click one of those 2 rectangles you see on the screen, and we'll keep the conversation going. But if not, we thank you for stopping by, and we will see you all next time.